Hey guys, it's Jen and Chris, and this is Making Up the Rules. And today we have something so fun to tell you. So let's go.
It's like one of my top 3 favorite things that you do.
And I totally stole it from the Dashley family. Thank you, Dashley family. It's my favorite thing that you do. Okay.
All right, what are we looking at, Jen? There's a lot of stuff on this table.
There's a lot of stuff on this table.
I know that this stuff means the world to you.
It does. You guys, this is vintage stuff right here. 1980, 1978, 1980. These are original, still in the packaging, Little Thinker imagination kits.
So this stuff is actually older than we are.
Well, it's older than you are. It's
okay,
not
older than I am.
I am, unfortunately.
They're audio tapes.
They're audio tapes.
But what is it?
Okay, so this was my absolute favorite toy when I was growing up. I had all of the Little Thinker tapes. And so this is an imagination kit. This is Think About Dinosaurs. So you would get the audio tape, that was a story about dinosaurs. You get a thing of crayons, and you would get like a blank book to color in. And you would pop the tape in to your Radio Shack tape recorder. It would be like an hour-long story on any cool adventure you can think of. So there was dinosaurs, there was outer space, the ocean, the desert, a farm.
The circus.
The circus. This lady, Nancy, the narrator, she would tell an incredible story, like with really rich language, and just like describe everything that you were seeing on this adventure. And then every 5 or 10 minutes, she would pause and play music, and you would color what you just imagined. I could spend hours and hours and hours doing this when I was little.
I could just see little Jen up in her room.
Little Jen.
With their little tape recorder and her coloring book, and like the world is gone to her.
I was 100% inside these adventures with Nancy, my friend Nancy. So there's some exciting news around this, Chris. Why am I talking about this?
I don't know. Why are you talking
Why would
about
I be talking about the Little Thinker? Well, I'll tell you why I'm talking about the Little Thinker. Because as of a couple of months ago, I now own the rights to Little Thinker.
What?
So I was able to reach out and find the geniuses behind the Little Thinker empire, if you will. And I was able to tell them that I just so happened to own a game/toy company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, Little Thinkers is ours. And we are in the middle of a huge project to bring Little Thinker into the 21st century.
That's right. A whole new generation of kids is going to be able to go on adventures.
With Nancy.
With Nancy. And one of the best parts is,
while we are totally updating Little Thinker, it needs a little, what is it called, like rebranding. It needs some spiffing up, if you will. We've got to like...
It's been on the shelf for a while.
We've got to modernize this for the 21st century child, right? However, we thought, wouldn't it be really fun to keep it vintage and make it still come on cassette tapes? The record came back, and now we are bringing cassettes back. And so I'm just like so excited, you guys, because there are 20 stories. I had one of these when I was growing up. You like keep all your tapes inside, and it's like your special notebook, and you were like, you know, you meant business. You were like going to grandma's and you had all your tapes with
It's
you.
the 4-year-old version of a briefcase.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I think actually one thing that kids will be so excited about is having like physical media. They've never had anything physical before. Everything that they listen to is digital.
Or virtual, or, nothing. You can touch your computer, but they've never had that sense of
like
pushing buttons. Like this is
the buttons.
This is so satisfying, you guys.
So fun. We are working with some incredible new voice actors. And you guys, they are doing such a good job of bringing this back to life. It's going to be totally remastered, so it's going to sound great. It's going to look amazing. We're working with a really fun packaging company. So this is actually a little educational moment for y'all. When you get packaging like this, that is really just structural, it's called a dummy package. And so this is just to help us get an idea of size and shape and function. So the hero package, which will have the tape recorder, will be sort of like this, and the tape recorder will be in there, and you'll get 2 stories plus a couple of art mediums plus a passport and stickers and all kinds of cool stuff will come in this. And then we'll sell the imagination kits in this super cool, we've kind of messed it up a little bit, but it's sort of like a backpack, so it's got like a little thing here. This will be their cool imagination kit, and you get to unzip it with your tape that pops out. You guys, I'm dying. I'm dying. This is so fun. I never set out to own a game company or a toy company, and honestly, I didn't even know that it was this important to me, but this product literally is like the reason I feel like I like doing creative stuff, like as an adult.
So who introduced you to Little Thinkers?
So my dad actually bought me these Little Thinker tapes, and he told me he got it at a Zig Ziglar conference, which I think is fantastic because I love stuff like that now. And I had no idea that one of my favorite products, like, came from self-help, you can do it industry that I'm like madly in love with. This is like a peek into my childhood, and soon you'll be able to go on our website and download and listen to the original tapes. So we are remastering them, we are re-recording them, but we're gonna make the originals available this March or April. And so if you have kids that are younger, like I would say between 2 years, 3 years old, and like 8 or 9, they will absolutely love it. You will love these. They're still good. They hold up.
For you, what has the process been like to revamp it? Because we didn't just take these stories and add a new voice actress to it.
Right.
Like, you actually rewrote them to some extent.
I did not. My friend rewrote them. We had to change a few things in the storylines, update, some things that might have been written that are sort of irrelevant now, and bring it into the 21st century. But for the most part, the stories are very, very much the same. They're just gonna sound a lot better. And like our voice actress for Nancy is literally perfect and phenomenal. Like, her voice is amazing.
Can we just talk about her for a second?
When she first started recording, Chris almost started crying. Like,
that's true.
Cut to Chris working with the voice actors. So Chris is in the other room with our voice actor on tape, and I just want to get a little bit of this process because he's directing her live, and it's super cool. So here we go.
You do, and your imagination will power our flight. That way, with your imagination, we can travel all over, but won't even have to leave your room.
Due to COVID, obviously, we couldn't be in the studio together, and so we got Gayla into a local studio here in Tulsa, Creative Audio Lab. John down there was fantastic. He was able to patch me in to the recording so I could hear. Sort
of like you were directing live, but
I was directing live remotely.
Yeah.
So I got to hear Gayla, I got to hear him, and I sat in this office and just was on my phone following along with the script.
Oh, it is Monica. Monica, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here.
I didn't even have Little Thinker growing up, but hearing her voice and the way that she was portraying it, I almost cried. Actually, multiple times. Just because it's such kind of a powerful thing to know that we're making something that we think will impact a whole generation of kids.
If you think about it, like, at least for our kids, a lot of what they interact with is like so immersive and realistic that they don't have to imagine anything. Like, they can put on VR glasses and be in a world that someone else created, like no imagination required. And that is fun. Like, I'm not dissing that. I think that's super cool, actually.
Yeah.
But I do think that our kids need time to develop their own creativity and their imaginations when they're little. And the thing that I always say is, it's the difference between tuning out, like if you're watching a screen, you're like tuned out and you're like in someone else's world, versus tuning in. You're still like not necessarily present,
In
you know,
in
like,
your world,
but you're engaged in it with your imagination because someone's talking and describing something, and you're like actively imagining what that looks like and what's playing out. And so I'm excited that I get to do this, and that I get to share a little bit about what was special to me growing up with the rest of the world. We've already talked to multiple retailers about this, and we're really excited to be partnering with some. I can't like share with you about it now, but we're also going to be simultaneously doing a Kickstarter this summer for the project. This is just one of those things where, yes, like sort of our business model is retail, but we really care about the end user when it comes to this product. Like, we're super excited to get this out to customers and to your kids. Like, your kids will love this, or your grandkids, depending on if you're our friends that are older than us or our friends that are younger than us. So the website will go up soon, and you guys will be able to go through and see all of the vintage material. You'll be able to download and listen to the original scripts. It's the original audio. We'll also put some other cool things up on the website, some ideas for your kids and stuff like that. But for us, the next step is to finish getting all of the stories recorded and remastered and produced. And then right now we're sourcing product. So we have to find the tape recorders, we have to source the headphones, the actual cassette tapes, finish the packaging. There's a lot of design work that goes into it. And then it'll all be like sort of the softer side, which is the sales and partnering with our retailers to bring it to market. So you guys will be seeing this very soon, and hopefully you'll be seeing it in a store near you.